If God created the universe, can we see scientific proof of it? We are so used to watching public television, where it seems like everything that happened in the universe from the beginning until now can be explained naturally, that we think everything came about naturally. Now some argue and say, well, look how beautiful the bee is, or the flower, or how complex we are. Obviously there was a designer. But those arguments are hard for some people to hold on to. So where should we look to see God's hand in creation? Well, the Torah actually tells us that the world came about mostly naturally, that God was hidden within the laws of nature and He was doing things within the laws of nature. So we shouldn't be surprised that science is so successful. However, the Torah also tells us there is 3 places where we can look where God did something outside of nature. He uses the word bara, creation ex nihilo, out of nothing. And if we look in those 3 places, He uncloaks Himself from being concealed within nature. Let's look at some of those. The first one is Bereshit bara, in the beginning God created. It's the only bara in the whole of cosmology, in the whole of the first 4 days, where all the stars and the galaxies and the sun and the earth and so on are made. And if we look today in science, we have a very good explanation in the Big Bang theory of everything that happened naturally, but we know nothing about the beginning. Science does not know where time came, where space came, where any of that came. So if we look there, we can see scientifically that we cannot explain it. The next bara is actually the big sea creatures in the ocean in day 5. In science, we have in the fossil record something called the Cambrian explosion, which is a period of time where life just exploded. We can see it in the fossils. There's hardly any life, and then boom, we have all these different lives. And in fact, the plans for all animals were established at that time, the physical plans of our bodies. Very hard to explain scientifically. It's a bara. And the final place where we should look is the human soul. The human body is made naturally from the ground, but the human soul is divine. And we really don't have an explanation for our modern human behaviors, such as speech and symbolic behavior, mathematics, music, and so on. So it's great to admire creation and the beast and so on, but science has a pretty good explanation for why the beast looked that way and so on. But the Torah is saying very clearly, if you look in 3 places, you will not find a scientific explanation, and you will see the hand of God. And that's exactly what we do.
יהדות TV, טבעי לדעת.